Hello viewers and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Just so people know, I got a new job, and so channel updates might get a little bit sporadic while I'm figuring out my new schedule, but I still intend to release something every day. There should still be every weekday. I mean, there should still be videos. Don't worry, I wouldn't leave you alone in this cold, cruel world. What the heck are we doing? We're leveling people up is what we're doing. Alright, so our level 3 crews have to get to level 4, right? We have to be able to start fighting these orange bosses. Also, it would be really cool if I could maybe play well and not let people die all the time. You know? So this is a pretty good... That's a pretty good item. How many portraits... Are we still... I think we're still pretty short on portraits, right? Upgrading the last level... The last 2 levels of the guild. Pretty expensive. Okay, we're not actually that short. But... not that short is still kind of short. So let's go ahead and let's do it. So... Who is... Our highest level guys are Dismas. Sweet Dismas. Oh, he has the fits. He should not have the fits. Let's handle that instead. We're doing on cost reductions here. It's only gonna be $9.75. Yeah, but busts are only used for upgrading the sanitarium and the bar. So, yeah, totally worth spending some here.
The front line of this war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
The amount of money you drop, or the amount of cost reduction you get out of upgrading the treatment library is larger than what you get out of medical devices. But you do use the medical devices a heck of a lot more often, because the fits, man. Certain diseases are just a real pain in the ass. That's right, I don't actually care about your diseases. You have rabies, which is kind of a bummer. It is a net gain in DPS, but it just makes him even more weird and swingy. Alright, Fitz. I really want him to get leveled up. He's just such a good hero. Alright, we're going on a single camp mission. So we definitely want to bring a couple of camp buffs, probably some stress relief. Let's bring Parthenai along. Oh, right. Yeah, she won't, she doesn't play nice with him. What do you have? Do you have a thing I care about? You do not. Actually, let's go ahead and level up Parthenai, though. We'll get the Abomination his levels at some point. Mantel. And bringing up the rear. Do we have an Arbalist? An Arbalist would be nice. Can you... Oh, you can use most of your stuff. I'm trying to think of who will be most useful. It's probably the Arbalist, honestly. Alright, we have a little bit of mark synergy in this party. We can turn this off, put on the mark. Yeah. Alright. 2 3 1 2 2 2 1 2. People's gear is in okay shape. We could we'd go ahead and give the active party a little bit more armor. And then it would be another 1600 to upgrade your weapon. She would gain a speed off of it. That's pretty cool. I'm not too worried about Durantel and Parthenized weapons. We will go ahead and upgrade you as well. What the heck? Let's splurge on our good characters. Alright, is everybody good trinket wise? You don't have any trinkets on at all. That's not okay. We have another arbalest who has... Yeah. The reason she doesn't have any trinkets is probably because we swapped him over to Digby. Alright, take these. They're great. Plus 15% damage melee skills. Let's free up a legendary bracer for you. Do I want to just drop somebody's stress damage? Plus 2 speed. Yeah, alright. Look at me, remembering the Ancestors map. This is a cool trinket. But I think we're going to leave it in town for now. Yeah. These people are pretty kitted out. Alright, let's do it. So, into the Warrens, sorry. What do I want to bring? So, we know that there are curios in the Warrens that you can drop medicinal herbs on to get a ton of food. There's the carts full of human remains and also the dinner tables. You can see the boards with a bunch of knives thrown into them. The bandages are the thing of choice for those. Also, once you get into the yellow missions, it starts to pay just to have like bandages and anti-venom on hand. You're gonna start to see some serious dots. Yeah, I think this should be okay. I'm gonna bring another bandage. I just have a feeling. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so, we did see the Swine tour recently. It's been a little while since I recorded Darkest Dungeon. I do them in batches. So I don't remember if it was the last mission or if it was a couple missions ago. You know, it was the one where, what's-his-face?
To prosecute
Bob the
war against
Occultist
the
died.
Swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Indeed, Wayne. So that would have been a couple of episodes ago, I think. There it is. Ceremonial opening trap.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Not the end of the world. She resisted the bleed, only took 4 damage. And her stress level was pretty low. Alright, so with any luck, we'll get a scout on this large enough to... Oh, hey look, it's a Swine tour. So, what I was saying, I got interrupted by the ceremonial opening hallway trap. Swine tours are real scary. So you have 95 stun resist. That's very unlikely to work. He's got 40% prot. He's definitely going to be receiving the stun and mark special. Does our bounty hunter have smoke bomb on or flashbang? Yeah. All right. Parthenai doesn't really have a lot of great options for dealing directly with the Swine Tour, so we're going to just have her attack the Stress Caster, who is still a high priority target even with a Swine Tour around. Oh, I wish that our Arbalest had gotten to go first to throw up the mark. collect bounty would have been wonderful. So he's at 135 stress stun resist now. Yeah, that's not worth doing. Let's put a great big bleed on her. Is it like 4, right? Yeah. Alright, so since things landed the way they landed, do we even want to mark with her, or do we want to mark with the Houndmaster now? His stun is only like 50% likely to work on 135% resist, and so it might be better for him just to use his mark next turn. Yeah, let's try to make sure she doesn't get another swing. Ugh. Oh well, it wasn't a lot of stress at least. Man, cannot catch a break on this this turn order. All right. Here's hoping. Yeah, hoping. That's a real word. Here's hoping that we don't get horribly punished for that. Oh, did I just roll minimum damage?
A dizzying blow to
Damn.
body and brain.
These crits, man. I don't know what the crit rates are on these attacks, but they feel high. Alright, fortunately, these guys are not actually very good at attacking from that distance. I don't want to move her, because I don't want to move the Arbalest forward. That would be bad. We're not going to get the extra damage from our Wrathful Bandana, but I think it's still worth just attacking instead of moving, because the bonus from hitting a marked target is pretty huge. Okay. That was a real amount of damage.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Always crits. And no matter what happens, the Houndmaster always takes stress. And is it really the Houndmaster who needs to be moving? Oh, bad luck blind fire there. Okay, we're back in a real configuration.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
But it doesn't really matter, because... what's his face? Because Mantell is the boss. He's a boss, and he's the boss. Yeah, that's a shame. Part of the value of bringing a Vestal with you, though, is that you can have her touch all the potentially dangerous curios and then just heal herself up with Judgment, so... Because Judgment is bananas. I don't know if I've been clear about that. Alright, guys, come on. It's not that bad. You've all had bleeding wounds before. So when I say it that way, I sound insensitive. Oh, what a shame. Alright, we know for a fact that there is combat in here. Okay, no more Swine Tours. That's good. I have seen as many as 3 Swine Tours in a single mission. It's hard. It's hard.
Death waits.
So many
Slightest
crits.
Slaps in concentration.
Also, our speed is in the toilet, apparently. His speed is 4. And your speed also is 4. Kind of a toss-up on who's going to get to go first. As much as I really, really want to attack with Mantell, maybe I need to stun. Let's go for it. Okay, we didn't get the lucky movement swap. That would have been pretty fortunate. You have 16 HP. Is that low enough that we need to start healing instead of doing damage? No, it is not. Aggressive action. I don't know, maybe it was. That might have been wise. Hard to say. So I could throw out the dog attack, the bleeding dog attack. Do like 1 or 2 damage plus the bleed. That seems pretty bad. So let's stun somebody. We just have so much stun chance that it.
Continue the onslaught.
All right, there you go.
Destroy them all.
See, where were all your crits? Where were all your crits against the Swine Tor? Also, stop critting us with every attack, you big piggy jerks. We're gonna stun this guy because I think we can kill the dude who's wearing the kitchen thing on his head. It looks like a kitchen appliance to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. Yeah, let's go for a single target heal. Give you a little bit more health. Only 6. Harsh.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I don't know, man. I get the sense that that dude wasn't that important to their overall plan. So he's at 125 now. And we're at 184. Still pretty good odds on a stun, honestly. And if it landed, it would be super great. We're going for it. Alright, that's awesome. This guy dies.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
She's just gonna heal, I think. Awesome. Crit heal is exactly what I want. That's beautiful. Any amount of free stress relief. Alright, he's had enough of our bullshit. Although he actually has now guaranteed that he's going to spend the rest of the battle stunned. And without actually really accomplishing anything. Heals. We'll just keep mauling him with these 2 and healing with the other 2 for now. Great. Super great. And a crit from Mantel can end this battle at any moment. Yeah, that's fair. I'm definitely intentionally stalling. That was the wrap it up before you get wrecked signal. So let's get out of here. Aww, 3. That's embarrassing.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, so free food. Also, hey, better than free. Actually, it wasn't free because we spent a medicinal herb, so a little bit of remuneration is welcome. Okay, so we get to skip 2 rooms here. We're definitely going this way. Also, there's no path that doesn't end up with us taking this room, so we'll be doing that as well. And we'll be making further decisions later, after. Alright, so we have 1 battle coming up at the end of this hallway. Yeah, I think we're still torching up. We're not going to try to ride out the camp thing yet. Look at this. These higher level bandits wear different colored clothing. They no longer all look like a Jonan Vasquez reimagining of Link. Is that a good joke? I don't know. I thought this was a pretty good joke. Actually, do people know who Jonan Vasquez is anymore? What's the last thing? I don't know if he's like still doing things that are relevant to humans. I had to say, Hughes is not critting as much as I would like, but still very much pulling her weight. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of her work. It would be super cool if this landed. Awesome. Alright, so we did get a whole...
Impressive.
Awesome. A whole uninterrupted first round, and then we managed to knock them down to only having one guy left before they managed to land any attacks. Pretty great. Right, let's try to bomb this guy out as hard as possible. Here comes the bleeding and the stress. You're at 66. His stress level is going to be what determines when we stop to camp. We gotta make sure we don't lose him to an affliction. How much blood? That's not so bad, really. All he can actually do is stun and mark. So. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of advantage. We are not going to stall quite as hard as we did last turn. Oh, that's a shame. You got to go first. He only has 2 speed. He must have... He rolled well on his initiative D8. Alright. I'm sure Mantell will kill him, so it doesn't really matter.
The bigger the beast,
It doesn't matter if Hughes attacks or
greater
not.
the glory.
It just makes more sense to... These are not very good, but they'll sell. Alright, walk into the room. And let's head back. And they're all going to cry about bandages. Everything's fine. You guys are not even at low health. So now the question is, what's the best way to approach this next group? I think just going straight through here, and then going up, and then when we clear these out, coming back down. Because no matter what kind of tricky route we try to take, we're going to get a hallway fight getting into this column. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to try to like walk around so we can avoid that. Okay, this one's not too bad. Oh, especially since they won't get the chance to crit us until after we've had some attacks. Alright, so this guy dies first. And these 2 guys get stunned. That's the plan. Come on, Lucky Hughes. Ah. Well, at least the Houndmaster finally gets to kill something with his AoE attack, probably. But not before another Drums of Doom.
Injury, palpable fear.
Alright, well, since he's already had his turn, I'm not too worried about him. 21, 17, 26. Do I want to do a party heal? No, let's just keep up the pressure. We're going to camp soon, so... Yep. Oh, good. Good resists. Alright, I was a little concerned that the bleed might not stick there. Well, that's just a disappointing amount of damage. It's sufficient, but it's still disappointing.
A powerful blow.
That was pretty powerful.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
We're just gonna effectively pass here. I just want to get some healing in before this guy bleeds to death. Nope.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Alright, so we have plenty of torches. I'm not at all worried about our torch situation. We are going to eat before we enter this room. She's at 21. That's probably fine. Yes, let's not linger. Let's move on quickly. Oh, okay. If we can burn down the green spiders quickly, we should be in the clear on this. Unfortunately, the green spiders are going to do 1 billion damage to him. Unless he dodges everything. He does have a pretty good dodge. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that her stun doesn't hit the back row. Alright, big crit. That's like a crit. That certainly made letters appear, so well done on that regard. Oh, that's not bad at all. How much? 6 points? Yeah. That's fine. Whatever. Alright, we had a bit of a bad start there. We really have nuked our speed pretty badly. It hurts. Speed is not irrelevant. This is probably pretty much under control. I think we can afford to use a heal here. And if we party heal, we have the best chance for landing a crit on somebody. Didn't happen, but totally could have. That web on the bounty hunter is basically like passing the turn. That's nice. No stuns for us, though. Yes, yes. You're basically fine, Hughes. Ah. Alright, come on. Healers before bounty hunter. Yeah. Let's do a single target on him. He could use it. Good enough. Ooh, good loot.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Excuse me. Okay, resisted the disease. There's a trap at the end of the hallway, which we will leave to you. Hopefully, entering this room will give us some scouting information, thanks to our wonderful map. Alright, what do we got over here? Free room. Another thing that requires medicinal herbs. We really should have brought more medicinal herbs. You get 2, and you get 2. Oh, I just walked right into a trap that I totally knew was there because I was thinking ahead about how I was going to spend my food. Alright, so we only actually have to enter 4 more rooms. And one of them we know does not have combat in it. I think my plan is to run down to this room and make camp here. Let's see if a fight... Okay, a trap is not a big deal. If a fight had shown up in this hallway, I would have perhaps reconsidered. And look at that. I am capable of paying attention to the traps. Well, that's just annoying timing. I suppose it does mean that we free up a slot, though, when we camp. Let's drop bandages for 250 gold worth of jade.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Alright, we're camping. Calm down.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Alright, where are we at here? So we have some pretty good healing abilities. A little bit of stress relief. She does not have any religious companions, sadly. So what is the plan? I do like restring crossbow a lot, especially on a hero who's already got such big damage bonuses. As far as I know, the damage bonuses stack additively rather than multiplicatively, but plus accuracy and plus crit both have dramatically increased value on a hero who already has plus 40% damage. 55, 73. Okay, so the Houndmaster definitely needs stress relief. I do want a restring crossbow. I want to just blow stuff up. We're going to encourage the Houndmaster. We have to unlock some of our better stress control skills. Our scouting chance is probably fine. Less likely to be surprised, on the other hand, seems pretty okay. So you're missing 17 health, you're only missing 12. Huh. Yeah, okay, we're going to do tracking and field dressing on the bounty hunter. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Here's to no ambush. Ah. No such luck. Well. Alright, it's not the end of the world. And our orders didn't get too screwed up. And our Arbalest gets to stay in prime firing position, so that's pretty good. Lethargy is minus speed. If I'm not mistaken, just like a flat minus speed. Yeah. That's annoying enough that we'll probably get it cured. Alright, 13% crit. Ah. No such luck. Sadly, she can only move one space at a time. That's annoying. And no. Bad pig man. It does feel like a little bit of a waste to use his turn firing at something that only has 7 health. But screw those pig dudes and their gross vomit that gets everywhere. That's a shame. Yeah, you know what? I think this is under control. She'll just spam party heal. Our party order is fine. Mantel's getting himself a piece of this corpse eater. Oh, heartbreaking. You know, I think I'm actually going to blind fire for the 1 in 3 chance of killing the corpse eater. I do wish she had Bola instead of Sniper's Mark. Wow. She really showed that corpse who's boss. Okay. Attack the Vestal, that's fine. We are not having a lot of luck on the crit heals. Actually, is she... she has some crit. Not a lot. That feels pretty crummy to have to do. Stun you, and then shoot you in the face with an arrow.
A singular strike.
Pretty good, pretty good. He's definitely dead. So here's the thing. If I attack the corpse, I'll probably kill it. And if I throw the flashbang at him, it will probably shuffle him. And either of those things makes Hughes unable to get a good attack in. Which means that the only person who would definitely be able to hit him is the Vestal. And I don't trust her to secure the kill.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Sorry, Parthenai. I don't mean to decry your abilities or anything. It's just that you are kind of doing crummy damage. Also, why am I walking around... There we go. Why am I walking around in a comically terrible order? Alright, all we need is a little scout on this room. I think the worst is past us, though. Said the guy who hates winning. What would compel me to say a thing like that? It's like I'm tempting the RNG. Alright, what do we got? Well, what we got is no more room battles. And only one more battle total. And actually, this -8 stress, yeah, brings him down to 29. That's pretty great. We are not going to need shovels, I know that, since the only blockage is between us and an empty room. Continue adventuring. I'm not done yet. Let's check out this curio first. Okay, nothing of value, really. The dog treat sells for literal nothing. This will sell for probably like 5. Do I want to go do that fight? Nah, if I do a fight, I risk pushing these two up over the stress threshold. I'm already going to be de-stressing Durandal and Hughes. Yeah, let's just call it there. A pretty good haul.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Okay, yeah, not bad at all. Almost 15,000 gold. That's like 14,500. Plus a trinket that's actually really great. Plus 13 portraits and 12 crests. Plus 6 resolve XP. Hooray! This is a bummer. That's a bummer. That's pretty good.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
Is that it? Is that all you have to say? Alright, well. It looks like you're probably going here. Let's make sure that Hughes doesn't need to, Alright, she does not have to meditate. She's still going to. The bar's more upgraded. Tavern, I should say. We should probably upgrade it even more.
Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship. The rush of life.
Awesome. Alright, nothing exciting here. We're going to have to start upgrading our survivalists soon. Fortunately, just cost reduction. The base cost of a camping skill is 1750. So cost reductions are pretty reasonable. And we will, we're not going to bother to do any cost reductions until we're actually buying camp skills, though. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Let's just peek ahead and see if any treasures leap out at me. That's pretty good, as we've already established. These long orange missions drop very rare. It's the same as the bosses. But those are two not very compelling very rares. That is an okay cauldron, not great. That is the same cauldron. Alright, well, I'm not sure what I'll do. Come back next time when we figure out what we want to do, and then we do it. I'm sure we're going to be leveling up some guys, because I want to fight bosses. So, we'll see you then.